Hi, this is Mayur Bardolia, a success coach, author, and facilitator from North Star Angel Coaching and Spiritual Solutions. Welcome to the video. Many people exhaust themselves trying to change others, and in this process, they lose their own peace and power. Also, they lose connection, influence, and ease. Now, let me guide the way I would if I were sitting together in a workshop or private coaching session. You want better relationships? You want others to listen. You want your team, your partner, your children, your clients to grow. You really want to help others and be better. So you explain more, you correct more, but you push harder, you worry longer, and you react. And strangely, the more effort you put in, the more resistance you feel coming back. Somehow, the harder you try, the more resistance you meet. This video is about a quieter and far more effective way to influence others without pushing them. A way that uses less force and create more impact. It all begins by shifting where your energy goes. Let me show you this with a simple example. Imagine walking into a room that feels tense. You probably had this experience. People look worried, angry, and frustrated. Nobody has said a word yet, but you feel it immediately. You somehow feel what's going on. Now imagine walking into a room where people are relaxed and open. Again, nobody has explained anything, but your body already knows the difference. When you walk into a room where people are looking happy, calm, and positive, you actually feel that. Again, nothing was said, yet everything is communicated. And that is how human connection really works. Let me give you another example. Imagine standing in front of a mirror and trying to fix your reflection by touching the glass. You push here, you adjust there, but nothing happens, nothing changes. The reflection only changes when you change what is in front of the mirror. And that is how relationships work. You cannot change others in any lasting way by pushing them. Real change must come from within. It comes from them. The moment you try to force it, the resistance shows up. They resist you. They stop you. When you spend your energy worrying about what others are thinking, feeling, saying, or doing, you drain yourself. You give away your power. And ironically, you make change harder, not easier. So the solution is not to control outward behavior. The solution is to shift inward. And I teach this principle in my workshop and private coaching, which is become more aware of what you are thinking, feeling, saying, and doing. Because whatever emotional state you bring into space, it shapes how others respond. Whatever you radiate tends to come back to you. Think of it like tuning a radio. When the radio is slightly off, everything sounds noisy and uncomfortable. You do not blame the radio or the station. You simply know the tuning is off. And when you adjust the dial and land on the right frequency, the same radio suddenly sounds clean, clear, and pleasant. Nothing else has changed. Only the tuning did. Conversations work the same way. If the signal you send out is tense, critical, or impatient, the response often sounds the same. You probably heard what goes around comes around. But when the signal you send is calm, respect, love, care, and warmth, the conversations naturally become easier and clearer without pushing or forcing. People respond the same way. This is the foundation of good communication and strong relationships. As long as you want others to change, you push against who they are right now. And pushing creates resistance. Resistance, it rarely inspires growth. But when you offer time, space, attention, genuine care, and love, something happens. Think of sitting with someone who feels upset. If you interrupt them, correct them, and rush them, push them, they close off. But if you stay present, listen, give genuine care, love, and attention, and allow silence, they often find their own clarity. It is the same with growth. When you appreciate someone as they are, they remove pressure. And when pressure lifts, people often become more open to change. This is how real influence works. Not through force, not through constant correction, but through example and presence. Your calm gives permission for calm. Your humor softens heavy moments and tension. Your understanding lowers defenses. Small and simple gestures matter more than long speeches and lectures. What do you need? Just a simple nod, a pause, a simple acknowledgement. It is like warming your hands near a heater instead of rubbing them together aggressively. Warmth spreads naturally. Force only creates friction, and this applies everywhere. In leadership, people follow how you show up, not just what you say. People follow what you demonstrate, not what you demand. With children, they copy behavior more than instructions. They learn more from how you live than what you say. In relationships, safety invites honesty. Safety creates growth faster than pressure. In teams, encouragement beats criticism. And encouragement creates ownership. When your actions come from love instead of fear, you move with ease. Remember that. And ease makes you more fearless. You stop reacting and you start responding. Let me summarize if we are wrapping up a session. You cannot change others by pushing them. Real change happens when people feel safe, seen, acknowledged, and respected. When you stop trying to control and start paying attention to what you bring into the space, resistance disappears. Focus on what you radiate, and your relationship softens. Most of the communication is happening non-verbally, without saying any word. Love and care soften people. Love and care reduce resistance. Acceptance opens doors. Approval invites listening. And your example becomes your strongest influence. Now, as I coach my students, let me coach you through how to apply this in daily life. First, notice where you are trying to fix or correct others, especially in moments of frustration or urgency, especially through correction, pressure, or worry. This awareness alone begins to loosen the tension. It is an important step. Next, bring your attention back to yourself. Notice your tone, your body language, your words, your pace, and specifically how you feel. And this is where your real influence begins. Then practice small acts of approval. Listen without interrupting. Don't listen to reply, but listen to understand. Acknowledge effort. Recognize the intention. Offer warmth and support without needing agreement. Let people feel seen and acknowledged before they are guided. And after that, lead through how you live. Demonstrate the values you want others to adopt. Demonstrate the behavior you want to see. People learn faster from what you live than what you explain. And finally, choose love over fear in your responses. Act from love, not fear. Love creates openness, and fear creates resistance. When you act from love and care, your actions feel lighter. And when they feel lighter, they become more effective. You do not need to push people to change. You only need to become the space in which change feels possible. And that is how influence works quietly. And that is how relationship improves. And that is how leadership becomes natural instead of forced. I encourage you to start using these lessons and techniques in your daily life. Of course, it does take some discipline to practice, all by yourself. And if there are moments when you feel unsure, not disciplined, tired, or stuck, you can simply contact me, your coach, who will guide you through the various processes and teach you additional techniques and tools that relate to you specifically. You may have specific health, career, relationship, finances, or spiritual issues you would like to address. And these are best handled in personal one-on-one coaching. You can book your personal coaching, and these sessions can be done online, by email, or in person. You should check out to book personal coaching with me at northstarangel.com/coaching. If you benefit from this video, recording, or a lecture, please recommend it to someone who may find it helpful. I would enjoy hearing your feedback on this video and your experience. Please share with me, and if you like this video, share it far and wide. This is Mayur Bardolia, a success coach from North Star Angel Coaching and Spiritual Solutions. If you wish to book a coaching session and workshop, or invite me as a speaker, reach out to me at contact@northstarangel.com. I wish you well. May you find peace and prosperity. Have a nice day.